What's good, people, traders, and dedicated gold chasers? Welcome back to another video at the Modern Day Trader channel. Let's get to it. I failed, and I'm getting goosebumps saying that. Why did I fail? Why did I fail? And why do I feel the way I do? I failed a pretty huge goal that was on my list for 2024. And getting into the nitty-gritty of it all, like I feel like my prep was going well. I feel like the goal number one is the competition that I wanted to do, right? The prep was going well, coming towards the end of June. I was down 5 kgs. I was moving clean, and then a couple things happened. I got sick. And I was sick for 2 weeks, so I couldn't gym in that 2 weeks, right? Then something happened with the vehicle, and then I couldn't drive. So it's been pretty much 4 weeks that I couldn't be in gym as of yet. And it's just like I just realized, like, if you want to put yourself in a position to like be proud of yourself and be proud of everything that you wanted to do and like could have done in the preparation for this competition, then I don't think it's the best thing to compete. And when I had the realization, I was pretty hacked, bro. It's one thing I can say. I wasn't feeling the best about it, just because mentally you want to be able to know that, like, when your back's against the wall, you can still get through shit. But like, what I can say is that those outside factors, at the end of the day, if you gym when you're sick, the chances of you dying is higher than the chance of you coming out healthy. And so I'd rather just not gym when I have, like, when the doctor tells me to stay away from gym. Like, what do I know when it comes to like health? You know what I mean? All I know is, okay, now I feel better. I've run through my medication that the doctor has given me. Now I can go to gym. And that whole process of me being sick was like 2 weeks, bro. 2 fucking weeks. And it was a hard decision. And what I realized is that in that whole process of, so this was goal number 2. If you go watch the introductory videos, you'll see that this was goal number 2 for 2024. And when mentally I made the decision to not do this, it was probably a week or 2 before I actually told myself I'm not doing it. Like, I could mentally see myself like switching gears in that I was moving from goal number 1 from goal number 2, going harder into goal number 1. And what I realized is that personally, for me, I don't think I should have 3, 4, 5 major goals in 1 year. I think I should have my one main goal, and everything else should just aid in that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because what I've realized through this process is that, yes, I was gymming hard, and yes, I was doing everything that I needed to do, but it was taken away from my time for goal number 1. And at the end of the day, dieting is hard. Now, if you're doing normal dieting, doing like just a small calorie deficit, it's not as hard. But when you're going hard on the paint in order to lose a lot of weight, in order to get competition ready, you put yourself in a position where you tired all the time, you're grumpy, you hurt and you're in pain, because you not like hurt and in pain, but like your body's in pain because your recovery is a bit slower, because you're not getting in as much like nutrients and things like that. So yeah, like ultimately that took away from my focus when it came to goal number 1. And now I think for the past 2 weeks I could feel the focus like shifting and going into goal number 1, which is obviously to pass the 100k challenge. And like, this is what I've learned from the Eisenhower method of like setting your goals. Like, goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, but you always first need to achieve goal number 1 before you move on to goal number 2. And I think my mistake for 2024 and my lesson learned from this failure is that first achieve goal number 1 before you even move on to goal number 2. And even if you kick goal number 2 into the next year, it's perfectly fine. Like, just achieve number 1, which is your most important one. And I think we are on course to achieving goal number 1. We are on course to achieving like exactly what the steps that we've put in place in order to get to that point where we want to achieve what we want to achieve for goal number 1. And so that's my story and my lessons learned from failure. And I think a lot of people tend to hide their failures or tend to walk away from it. I'm trying to face it head on, and I'm trying to just fully submerge myself in that and feel it, because you don't want to feel failure too often, but it's just part of life. Like, at the end of the day, you're gonna fail at things, and it's about the lessons learned within that process. So now what? Like, now what's gonna happen? I'm gonna continue gymming, but I am gonna move this goal into a different stage of my life, maybe next year. But the full focus and our whole focus is going on goal number 1, which is prepping for the 100K account and hopefully passing it and getting that done. So that's goal number 1 for 2024. Getting that process started, getting into it, feeling the emotion of trading 1.8 million rand. And yeah. So guys, thank you so much for listening to my life lessons, to my personal failures. And yes, I felt disappointed in myself, and I felt that way for a reason, because I prepped, put in the time, did everything. And when you get to a point where it's like you did all the things that you need to, but like all the outside factors are like holding you down, it gets to like you feel quite disappointed. So yeah, guys, it's currently right now 6 o'clock in the morning, and that's my life update from me. So don't just hear failure, hear lessons. Don't just hear negativity, hear the positivity in the situation too. Take away the lessons and sit in your failure to learn exactly what it feels like, so that you put more work in next time. And that's me speaking to myself. So from your boy Marcy at the Modern Day Trader, have a wonderful week further, and peace out.